Hi gamers, mums, welcome to Cridler Gaming. We have been playing Roblox and we're on Theme Park Tycoon 2. So we'll show you briefly how to get going on this, although you probably know that already. Then we'll show you the 3 parts that we've built. I think this is a great Tycoon, and I say it's been taking up our time for quite a while. So I'm going to start a new game. It's a bit of a tutorial at the end. Alright, so we've loaded up now. The best thing about this Tycoon is that your money only ever goes up. You don't have to pay rent, you don't have to pay staff, so if you're going to have your tea or whatever, just leave it running in the background and your money will soon go up. And like most Tycoons, money is what drives things here. This is a little tutorial which we've just done, which is build a teacup ride. If you go through that, this is on the Xbox, it will show you everything you need to know about the game. The first question is, do you delete what is the default, which is this here, which we have done on most of our parks. But if we're going to just build a quick ride here, we'll show you the ins and outs of it. Now, one thing that we noticed that you need to do really is when you build a store like this one here, if you right click on it on properties, the amount it costs is always enormous, like $10 for a bit of a drink. So we always take these down to about 4 or 5, or else all your people become unhappy. And you need happy people because that gets you the stars in the top left hand corner. The more stars you get, the more people that come in. Also, the more people that come in, obviously the more money you get. Now, one other trick that we want to show you is when you go into the park, oh yeah, you'll have to come and like it. Down as Cridler Xbox in Roblox, I think. I want to go on the I sign here. So you can see the entrance cost of the park is $18. If you take that down to like 5 or so, what happens, it means you get more customers. Now, you probably don't want to do that straight away because you want to build up as much money as you can by people coming in. But when you've got a decent sized park, and that's one of the best ways to get more people in. You can see the people going on the ride here. Excellent. So what ride should we build then? So we've got a bit of a plot of land here. If we press X to build, first of all, we're going to build a ride. So I'll press up. So we've got some gentle rides, some intense rides. A lot of these are unlocked, but that's because I've played it before. When you start, you don't get so many, so you've got to do certain tasks to unlock some of them. But how much money have we got? 9,444. So let's start nice and basic. We'll go with the space ride. Look at that, that looks amazing. So put it a little bit away from the paths. Now, the entrance and the exits can get quite tricky, as you'll see when we show you the other parts, because when you've got roller coasters and train tracks going around, you have to sort of be clever with where the entrances and exits are, because you can't build 2 things on one slot. So this is our entrance, it's fine there, so we'll build some paths up to there, and the exit will just pop around the side here, just so that can move them on to the next bit. So we've got our entrance and exit. For our entrance, we need some queue paths, because we want people to queue up. So if I click right and go on to queue paths here, so if I can control the all these functions on the game, then I know you can too, because it does get a bit tricky. Now, one thing that we will show you towards the end is how to build like a ramp, because that is, to me, that's got really annoying. Anyway, the ride is closed, so if I just click on it here, you can rename the ride whatever you like. Don't be rude, or else it stars it out or hashtags it out. I'm going to take it down to about 8 and open it. So that ride is now open. If you go across the top, you can change the colours, but you can see the thoughts, and eventually when the ride gets popular, you can see what people think. Is it too expensive? Is it too cheap? Is it good? Is it bad? You've also got some stats here, so we're trying to get our nausea up to 10 on one of them. I think, what's our record? 7. 7's our record at the moment, but we're trying to get up to 10. And there's also operations and stuff, so you can buy extra bits to this game. There's a certain height limit on the standard game. I think it's about 90 Robux to make it higher. There's all bits and bobs like that. There's operations of the game, which can make your rides faster and stuff. We haven't purchased that yet, but that's something we're looking into. One other big thing we need once we've built a ride is, if you go left to stalls, you can see at the bottom we've got all different things. So we've got food and drink, so a lot of people will be hungry. So we'll go across here to pizza, have a pizza one, we'll have an ice cream one, I'm just watching my money, and we'll have some fries. So again, if you look at it here and look at the price, you'll see it's a fortune, so we'll take it down. If you notice in the comments that they say it's extremely cheap, then you can bring it back up to a better amount. But when you start off, it's always worth doing it. So when you've got food and drink, you need some bins. So if we go to build and click on paths, on the 4th one here, we've got a trash can. So we just pop some of these down. People walk through them, so you don't have to be too If you don't put that there, then your place gets dirty and you have to go around cleaning it all up like many other tycoons. And last but not least, I'm being signalled in a very bizarre way that I need to build a toilet. So if I go into stalls and then RB onto other stalls, you will see a restroom. So if we pop this down here, and the funniest thing in the whole game, if you click on it here, it's $8 for a poop. So it's like, we take that down to even $4 is outrageous. Should be free really. So that is the basics of the game. If you hang around now, you'll see the money goes up. One other thing that's worth pointing out is build in a roller coaster. So we'll take you on to another land and show you how to do it, because it can get a little bit complicated. But this is the gist of the game, and we highly recommend it. What I'm going to do now is pop onto my other world, and then I'll show you Alex's and Victoria's, which are a lot better than mine. So just leave this one here. So I'm loading my other game. You can see I'm 3.5 stars and I've got $49,000. That's just because I bought the whole land, just to try and get my stars up. It didn't help too much, but
you can get your stars up by building more roller coasters, because that brought mine at like 1.5, so now I'm on 4.5.
So just waiting for it to load. How many likes do I have? I've got more than naught, please. Look, please like. Like, I'm a YouTuber. Hit the like button. Right, so how are we doing? So the first thing you'll notice is I have built this rather bizarre bird. And why have I got the entrance on? It's come back. That entrance should not be there. To turn off the entrance, if you just go to the ear, you can wait for it to load, and then default entrance, you can switch it off. Right, I'm $18 to get in, that's a bit expensive. 9 likes. I need to get 10 for an achievement, one more. So I've made a bird. And the way you can just build things like this is if you go onto the build mode. I'll just get out of these people's way. If I click on X here, you can see over into scenery, which is down. And if you go over here into primitives, we just use the first block here and just build like it's a Minecraft pretty much. So you can just build on here. So I just build a big cube. If you want to go up, what you have to do is press down on your pad and then press the up button, and then you can go up like this. It can be quite frustrating to do, but I just build one and then just go up and up and up and up and up and up and up. So what I did was I built a great big cube or cuboid there, and then I deleted out the eyes and the mouth, and I popped a little beak on and then some hair there, or feathers I suppose, and then put some eyes in, a little bit of black. Just makes it look a little bit better. I'm not sure if it actually helps your game. I think maybe putting primitives down increases your stars slightly, but it just looks a bit better. And then you come in here. I delete a little bit of the entrance. I thought I'd leave a little bit for old time's sake, and you can see all of our rides here. Now this is a 3.5 star theme park, so it's nothing like some of the 5s. The record money I've seen by other gamer is $19 million. Now that's impressive. So you might notice a strange path here. The reason some of the bigger parks have paths like this is because if you don't, you get stuck with your entrances and your exits, and people just can't get to the rides. So the way to build a path like that is if I just go onto paths, and then you can see if we go across onto this sort of triangular one here, you can click on it and you just build there. But if it was a second piece, you have to press build, then you have to press the stick down and then press up. And that's your second piece there. So your first piece will be on the floor, second piece, and then you go up third, fourth, fifth, and then go along by using other paths, and then you can just rotate it then to go back down. So it's quite easy really. And now we've got a random block. It's worth leaving that there. Now roller coasters, they're the big thing in this game, and they're really good fun. The main thing is to make sure that your starting point has a decent amount of flat and straight, because when you're coming in from a random angle, you need to make sure you can get round and join it up. If you don't join it up, you can't open the ride. If you do open the ride, the people all die. It's so funny. Well, I've only killed one person. That was on the cute slow swan ride for some reason. I don't know what happened. I think my terrain was a bit different. One quick one actually is water. So to get water, you need to click on a piece like this and then lower the terrain by a block. And then if you click over there to water, you can add it. It's an achievement to add a bit of water. So, oh, look at that water part there. So if we go on to the achievements, there's a daily bonus too. I need to collect mine. Oh, must have collected it last night. achievements here. So main achievements really is to getting money in a bigger park. Every time you do it, you unlock different rides. Now I need to get the 5-star. Alex has got that. Play for 5 hours. Use the terrain tool, which I've just shown you what to do. One good thing to do in all the parks is to build a little train ride. Once you've unlocked it and got enough money, if you go to build and rides, you will see on the transportation rides there's this little, the first one here is like a little train. What you do is you can build a track just all the way around your park, and that way people can get on and off. If you build 3 stations like this, you just select the station block when you do it, and you do 3 entrances and exits. Those 3 will then open up an achievement for you. The easiest achievement is to play with a friend, get them to make you a builder, and you can go to their park and build 1 block, and that will give you an achievement too. So this is my park. I built a load of trees around it, hoping that would put my stars up. Whether it did or not, I don't know. And we don't have the exact ratio for stars and trees, but it definitely makes a difference. On Alex's park, he was 4.5 stars, and he managed to build a path to nowhere, and he had 105 guests just trapped, and they got unhappy, and his 4.5 stars slowly went down to 3, and we didn't know why, until we found 105 people just wandering around aimlessly. Now I have built some random thing. There is a achievement to build to the moon. This didn't actually work, so I built this massive big ramp to as high as I could go, with some stalls and toilets. Best toilets in the world, this, but you can see where you're going around. You can actually ride your own rides. So say the main trick with the roller coaster is make sure you build the start not near any sort of blockages or anything, as closest to the middle of your plot as you can. Is this my roller coaster?
Yes.
Nobody wants to go on it.
People are on it. I think it's coming.
This ride was quite a good ride. Excuse all the big ducks. Oh, been told that the roller coaster's coming. Oh, quick, 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 quick.
If we like, don't want to miss it. Go on the front one. That's the best view.
Right, I'm on. So press LT in time.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh look, Chloe's coming on it.
Go on, Chloe. Come and sit next to me.
Madison. And Roman.
So, they've all got names, and if you... Oh, hello,
Oh,
Chloe.
Chloe.
You're in my way! I should have got
Sit
to
next to
the...
us.
I thought I was at
Ah,
the front.
Madison sat next to her before you come. Roman sat... Roman.
Roman. It's 4 of us. Right, here we go. So if you're going up, make sure you put the chain on your roller coaster. It's an extra button you need to click. Or else you can't go up.
Again. If you press LT again,
Then what?
it toggles the camera.
Alright. So I'm on my ride here.
So now it looks like you're actually riding it.
Ah! Why did you two sit together? You don't even know each other. Oh no.
Whee!
So this is all completely built by yourself.
Chloe's the
Whoa.
only one enjoying it.
Right, we've come to a finish here. Now, if I click on the 2 squares, you can see here, Park Guest Overview, and this is what shows you all your rides and how happy. They're not very happy today. Oh, that's better. These are the happy people. So at the top here, we have, I need to dispose of some trash, so I need to get... Hello, Hunter. Doing a video. Shush! Anyway. So here's my duck ride. There is an achievement putting lots of ducks down, but it didn't work for me. But 6x6, lots of big ducks. Apparently it is an achievement, but we tried it. It's a bit flaky, and there's a nice ride there. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go on to Victoria's World, and she's going to take you around her park. Because we're a kids channel, you can't leave a comment, but I have created a comments video, so you can pop a comment down there, just put Roblox theme park before it, and if you need help with building or anything like that, or you just want to make a comment, then pop one down there. So you can't leave a comment on here because YouTube have turned off all the comments now on kid-friendly channels. So I'm just going to log out, and I'll be back shortly.
Theme park. It's called Kitty Theme Park, and no, it's got the basics. I did change the colours. Got some hat stands, and then I've got my cafe. It's got. I did not make that the American flag. Somebody did. So I have a cafe. It's called Kitty Cafe with one-way doors. So I've got some tables and some lights.
That's the other thing, benches. You need lots of benches to get the stars up.
I have some refreshing fruits. Ooh. A burger stall, which is like a burger. Popcorn. Fries. Pizza.
Show me your park.
Toilets. And some other interesting things. So I've also got an outdoor one. This is my first roller coaster. Quite old. So it just goes up and then down and round. I also have added some new bits onto the sides. So I've got Ferris wheel. This is one. This is where my new roller coaster rides are.
So again, you've built a hump because you've got to get over the other tracks.
Yeah.
Because the more you build, the more complicated your ins and outs are.
So I have a dark ride. This water one where it goes around and it splashes you when you come down.
I've not seen that one yet.
Yeah, it's one of the new ones that I unlocked. So I'll just show you. Look, it splashes you when you come around.
So you don't need water for that one?
No. Or the log flume. So they're going to come down here. Whee! So that was quite fun. And then we have this tower that goes... It's like the drop tower, but it like wavers a bit. And then we've got vintage cars, which is quite slow, but it's nice. Swing ride, which is one of my favourites. So they're just on really high swings and they spin around. And then I'll show you the back is just kind of all the rides that, you know, all the average rides. And there's one roller coaster up here that it's the newest one I've built, and it's the one with horses on it.
You gonna go on it?
Yeah, I'll go on it. It's quite slow at the beginning. Where are the horses? There aren't any horses.
Is it open?
Maybe people are already on it.
No.
Close it and open it. They're the horses. Well,
There's one
the
here.
horse.
So I'll see if anyone wants to go on it. I'm going to clean this up. How do you clean it up on here?
Just clean it.
Yeah.
You spin around like crazy.
Clean it up.
There's been there.
And
Go on your right then.
But I have to wait for someone to come on
You're on
it
3 horses now.
somehow.
Just like magic.
So I'll wait here. Wait, I'll check the thoughts and see.
Yeah,
Oh,
go in.
someone's coming on it.
Hello, big head.
Hey!
Well, you're off. Exciting.
So I added bits of chain lift to bring it up, which you can see. And
See the plots that you can
yeah,
buy.
you can buy them. I'll show that in a bit. So it twists round. And then I thought this was actually pretty fast from looking at it, but when I started riding it, I realised it's not actually.
Oh, he's got his hands up. He's excited.
Whee!
Scream!
Whee!
Oh, it's a bit curly though. Good for the nausea.
Wait, I want to see how much nausea it has. I know.
No, 2.9.
2.9.
I thought it'd be better than that.
I thought it would.
Anyway, right, we'll switch on to Alex's park.
Yeah, I've got an inverted roller coaster as well, so you go underneath it.
Where is it?
So this is the inverted one, and if I can find where they're on it, I feel like they've all just disappeared.
There you go.
Oh, there. So you go on it and then it's like upside down. Oh. Yeah.
You can sit on their laps.
Yeah, you can. Oh, no! Wait for me!
Are you on?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Someone's
cool.
lap.
Now you're going upside down, or no?
No, I think you can go upside down, but it's just you hang underneath it. Look, there's the chain
Yeah.
lift. So I'll just watch it. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll watch it from here. So they go up. It looks like they're upside down.
What's the nausea on that one?
We'll see in a sec. So they just come round, and it's quite a slow ride at the start, and then it's quite fast. They're all happy. Let's see what nausea it has. It's 6.75. The top spin, which is here, is 7. That's the orange one. We have the log flume. The
There's a
Nautic
swan
jet.
ride. That's what I
And
managed
this
to
is the
kill
swan
somebody
ride.
on. The swan just blew up.
So yeah, that's what happened to me once. You have to connect it round. I used to play it quite a lot, and it I forgot to I didn't know you had to connect it.
And you're on yours
So-
then?
This is my theme park. It has got a lovely stone monster, 25 likes. And mine is more roller coasters than anything else.
You've lost half a star. Where's it gone?
Yeah. To build a roller coaster, all you need to do is get one of these. I've unlocked quite a few. And you build a station first.
It's handy to have a 3 or 4
Yeah.
station. You haven't got really got much room here, but you
Yeah.
don't have to finish it.
And then you can build whatever you want. When you're going up, you need chain lift.
You select chain lift and you can see on the left you've got up
Then
and back.
You can change to like go that way, then that way. But then you can also go to more pieces, and there's like weird pieces, like long, straight,
But
flat slope.
you can't build that
No.
one because you'll be going
No.
for the other one. It'll turn you off on it.
So it'll go cannot build. There is already something here.
So the trick is though to get back to the start and join it up, because without that you can't open the ride, can you?
Yeah, and also to undo is Y, well, remove. So if you just put some piece in, again it's telling me off because there's something there. And you have to try and get it to connect up at the end, which is quite tough. And we had quite a bit of trouble doing.
It's best to make it symmetric if you can.
Just going through the trees at the moment. And then go down, but you can't. If I just do a couple more
You go a lot further along.
and then do one. Wait, it'll have to be that.
So is that lined up now?
I think so. And then if you just go
So I've got them
down
lined up now.
and there's a roller coaster. And then right at the end when you finished it, it asks you to put an entrance and exit in, which isn't too
Just
tough.
pop it anywhere for now. There you go, your roller coaster.
This is the cafe, and I've built a train station, which you can see here, right next to the cafe, because the cafe's all the way at the back. And so people, when they get to the train, which shouldn't be too far away. They exit through here, and they can just walk down and go. Oh,
And the rest?
Samsung, and
His
Elizabeth.
girlfriend.
And then when you go inside, there's lots of food, and then if you go through here, it's drinks with lighting. And then if you go to the other side, there's toilets, and a lot of them.
Oh, it's gone in.
Oh,
Again, to build the actual cafe, it's block by block, isn't it? It takes
the
a bit of
blocks
time.
are that big.
So there you go then.
Yeah. And I have proof of it being 5 stars. Get achievements. And incredible theme park. Get a park rating of at least 5 stars.
Personal statue, eh? Put that down.
Right. So if we go on to the personal statue, which is in scenery and props, then all the way over near the end, but not at the very end. Here, it's 10,000 to make, so it must be worth it. And yay,
It's him.
it's me.
That's what you get for a 5-star park.
Yeah.
Yourself.
I wonder if you change your skin, it changes the statue, if you've already placed the statue.
So massive thank you to Den_S for doing this. We bought some Roblox on it, so hopefully that'll make their way for you. We've really enjoyed the game, and I hope you do too. So we'll see you next video. Pop a comment in our comments video, which you'll have to search up Cridler comments, and I'll see you soon. Bye.